I don't even know who needs to hear this right now, but if you found this video, imagine a life where you stay consistent with who you are becoming, that no distractions could take you ever away from your goals, your dreams, your vision of the future. That the idea, feeling like giving up, evaporates out of existence. So in today's video, you will learn how to stay consistent towards achieving your goals, your dreams, and staying focused. But before we get to that video, I just want to share with you guys on how this idea came about, how it was birthed into existence. And so on my way here to this beautiful place I'm at recording my videos, I was in the car with my girlfriend trying to figure out what kind of videos I wanted to talk about today. And I was just trying to figure out like what wants to come out today. And I was really struggling. And my girlfriend, my beautiful girlfriend, just shared this abundant idea with me. And she told me like, Andrew, like you are so good at staying consistent. You are so good at staying consistent. I admire that. And I think you should talk about that. And at first, you know, she gave me a little ego stroke. I was like, really? You think I should talk about this? Tell me more, tell me more. And she goes like, yeah, like you should talk about this. Like you always come back to your values, no matter like if you're struggling with something, you always to think about how you can improve. And I think that you should share about that. And I don't know, something about what she told me resonated with me on such a deep level. And then she also mentioned, she's like, Andrew, babe, like, I think you should tell them about the story of how you were doing this Dr. Joe Dispenza guy's work and how you were feeling all these, like this doubt and this frustration. You felt like giving up. And I remember thinking to myself, like, yeah, I think you're onto something, babe. I think that I'm going to go ahead and talk about that. And so back whenever I was in my early 20s, this is around 2020 to 2021, I ended up moving back with my mom. I was staying in Texas for a while, and this was kind of like an opportunity to start a whole new life. And at the time, I was doing this guy named Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. And if you guys don't know who Dr. Joe Dispenza is, he's a researcher in neuroscience, epigenetics, quantum physics, Newtonian physics. And all you really need to know is that this guy is a hothead for personal transformation and change. And he is obsessed with helping people change some aspect of themselves to such a spiritual degree. And at the time, I was in hot pursuit of his work because I had my own personal experience with this benevolent energy during one of my meditations. And he talks about the power of meditation, by the way. And for a minute, I was just on it. And at the time, from 2020 all the way till probably 2022, for those first 2 years, I just remember I was in hot pursuit and nothing was happening in my life. Nothing. I felt like giving up. I was doubting. I was struggling. I remember I was in my room and I was looking at the ceiling and just having my hands over my head. And I was just thinking to myself, like, if I should even keep going. I got to the point where I felt like giving up. And I was just debating with myself on why I should give up because nothing was happening whenever I was doing his meditation work. I was just contemplating in my head, like, maybe I should just give up on this. I put so much time and energy. I put, years into this and nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. And all of a sudden, I just remembered, like this reminder just came into my head and it said, what you're really after is the connection with the divine. And the feeling of that connection. I remember I was after the feeling of that connection. And that was enough to motivate me, just that reminder, just that remembrance of why I was doing the meditation, to connect with the feeling of feeling connected to something profound, to feeling something divine, to feel my connection with something divine. And I remember for the first 2 years, I just kept showing up. I kept showing up with the reminder on why I was doing it. And as soon as 2022 happened, the doors opened wide open for me. It just opened. 2022 was my golden ticket, my golden opportunity. And that's where I went to my first Dr. Joe Dispenza event. I went to my first Tony Robbins event. I went back to a Dr. Joe event. Like, the doors opened. And that's whenever I decided for myself that I didn't want to stay with my parents anymore, and that I was going to be defined by my vision, by manifesting things out of nothing. And so why am I telling you guys this story? Like, why am I telling you, like, okay, Andrew, you're telling me all these things? Because in order for you to stay consistent, what I was alluding to you guys is that step one, you have to remind yourself, you have to come back to your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? And this applies to anything that you're trying to achieve in your life. And in order for you to stay consistent with whatever you are achieving and staying focused and determined and having a level of tenacity to go after whatever you want to achieve, it comes back with remembering your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you, like, what is this gonna give you if you keep showing up? And it was just a choice, a quantum choice to make a different choice than the choices that I'm typically used to making on a moment-to-moment basis. And those choices add up over time. And so step one is to come back to your why. And how do you get clarity on your why? And it's by journaling. It's by meditating. It's by having your own personal experiences that accumulate over time to give you the clarity and the idea and the inspiration of what you need. And so get clarity on your why. Understand that journaling, meditation, you can just even meditate. I know for me that whenever I got really consistent with meditating, for an example, I remember that I wanted to change the way I felt. I wanted to change the way I felt. I wanted to feel so connected with God, with Source, with the universe, that nothing was ever going to come between me and my connection to it. And I was so clear that that was my North Star. That's what was my direction, my guidance, my pure focus was building this relationship with this divine. So whether it's meditating or journaling, you just come back on asking the question, why is this important to me? Why is me showing up to this specific thing important? And you are worthy on asking the divine for help. You are worthy on asking for help. Because when you ask, you shall receive. It is your right. It is your gift to ask something it's something that you need and something that you want. And it will answer. There's no doubt that if you ask, it shall respond, because you are worthy of that. And so step one, get clarity on your why. Why are you doing this? Journal about it. You have access to so many resources, whether it's ChatGPT, Claude, any AI technique, or just asking, like, what do you know? Like, what does Andrew know about this? What is my greatest source of knowledge? And go learn something. If you don't know anything, just go learn something. Keep reminding yourself on why this is important. Keep reminding yourself. And the reminder that kept sticking out to me was that, Andrew, you have no idea by what you're doing today, who it's going to influence in the future. And that was enough to motivate me. That was enough for me to keep showing up, knowing that I'm going to impact generations that are meant to come, generations to come. And that me leaving a legacy for people to step into was enough for me to move forward. That reminder was enough for me to just push on, to be pulled. I never felt like I had to push. It felt more like a pull, like felt more of a calling to step into something that was profoundly pursuing and motivating me. And so step one, get clarity on your why. Get so clear on your why that it just motivates you. And journal about it, get clarity around it, ask questions, learn information about it. Keep your mind, keep your attention on it. Keep reminding, read books on people who've connected with what you wanted to connect to or who you want to become. That the idea of the idea of feeling like giving up just literally evaporates itself out of existence. Because it's who you become, it's how you stay focused and how you use your intention that determines your destiny. It determines your destiny. When you have the intention, determination, the attention, and the focus to stay consistent with who you're becoming, that it's who you become. That the new mindset is being emerged, that the old mindset is falling away. And so it's the everyday of staying consistent. It's the everyday of reminding yourself on why this is important and showing up. When it's the hardest, it matters the most. That is true for everything. When it's the hardest, it matters the most. Because whenever I was sitting on my my deathbed, if we can call it that, just the deathbed of almost giving up, I remember just thinking to myself, like, why was I even doing this? Like, what am I getting out of this? Why am I doing all this stuff? And when the idea, the download, the inspiration hit me, because I was after the feeling of feeling connected to the divine, that was enough to move me. And the energy of that thought, of that remembrance, added on more thoughts that you have no idea what you're doing today, who it's going to influence in the future. And so it's okay to come out into nature, or it's okay to go to a coffee shop. It's okay to go to staying in your own room and getting clarity on your why and spending as much time as you need on it. It is okay to do that. That is a reminder. If you found this video, let this be the reminder that it is okay to spend enough time to get clarity on your why. Because if you know your why, once you know your why, any how is doable. You will find the how. And the idea of feeling like giving up ceased to exist because you got your clarity on your why. And then second thing, of course, is you got to find role models. You got to find books. You got to find knowledge that's going to feed yourself into becoming that which you seek. Because what you seek is seeking you. What you seek is seeking you. And it's going to give, and there's this powerful saying, just another thought that just wants to come through, is that even if you get distracted, even if you feel like your attention is in all different directions and you get stuck with responsibilities and duties, I just want to remind you, just because you lost sight of your vision and you stopped staying consistent with your vision, doesn't mean that your vision lost sight of you. It did not lose sight of you. It's going to pursue you. It's going to engage with you. It's going to do everything it can by sending you books, people, reminders to stay consistent with who you are becoming. Until you have your personal breakthrough. And once that breakthrough is on the horizon of your awareness, then have no fear that it has come. It has come, and it is a miraculous intervening. It's because of you showing up for you and you staying consistent. And so if you want to stay consistent with meditating, remember why you're doing it. To stay calm, to stay more coherent, to feel more happy, to feel more connected with God. Or if it's because you want to if you want to keep working out, you have to remind yourself, you have to remember your why, to lose weight, to gain more muscle, to feel more energy, to feel more alive. Or if you want to get better at learning, you have to remember your why. Your why is your North Star. It is your direction, and it's your guidance. And once you get clarity on your why, it's going to lead you into that new life. It's going to lead you. And so, step 1, get clarity on your why. Step 2, get knowledge, get information, remind yourself, get role models. That's going to help propel you into that new future, into that abundant life. These are important reminders, my friends, because you have no idea what you're doing today, and by you staying consistent with who you're becoming and you showing up, who it's going to influence in the future. You have no idea. And the world needs more of you. It needs more of us. Because we need to rise as one. And so, what is one thing you can do today to stay consistent with your future self? What would your future self be doing in this moment? How would your future self think, act, and feel? What are the behaviors? What are the experiences? What are the feelings that it's gonna experience on a moment-to-moment basis? And it is a choice away. It is your choice. And I know that for me, what's worked out for me is the power of meditation, the power of mental rehearsal, because your body does not know the difference between what you're imagining and what you're experiencing out there, because to the body, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. And when your body when you can imagine an experience that hasn't happened yet, but your body can feel the emotion, and you can keep at it, keep rehearsing yourself by reconditioning yourself into that new mind, your body has no choice but to respond to it. And if the more you keep doing, the more you keep showing up every single morning or every single evening or whenever you can, it becomes a habit, and it becomes neurochemically conditioned into your body, where you're naturally that person, that you're naturally in the energy of who you're becoming, or you're in the energy of your future self, or in that abundant life. And there's so many different techniques. Meditation is just one of them. Another one, of course, is just simply moving your body, going for a walk, changing your physiology, changing your focus, changing your language. And when you can step into a different physiology state, when you feel in the state of empowered, and you're staying focused and you're staying committed to the idea, and just changing and using your words to produce a specific magic that makes you feel empowered. Now that's dangerous. That is profoundly dangerous. And so there's so many different techniques that are out there for you. You just got to find out which one resonates with you the most. And you have to use your discernment, and you have to use your clarity, you have to use your perception to what feels most resonance with your heart. Because your heart knows the way. It knows what's going to resonate with you. It knows what's going to inspire you. It knows what's going to empower you. It knows what's going to awaken this luminous nature, so that you can demonstrate the miraculous, that you can demonstrate this marvelous energy. And so, what is one thing you can do today to stay consistent? What can remind you? What can remind you? For me, I have a North Star. A North Star. I have symbols around on my computer, on my phone. I'll show you guys. Like, I have this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it just shows my purpose. It just shows everything that I want to experience, of who I'm becoming. And so set little reminders for yourself, whether it's on your phone, whether it's on perhaps maybe your laptop screen, or just post it somewhere on the bathroom, or you're shaving, like anything. You just post it. Just have a reminder, a quote, or something that just gets you activated. Just gets you so activated. So what is one thing you can do today that can help you, remind you on why you're doing what you're doing, and what information, what knowledge that you can apply, what can remind you on to help you keep showing up and helping you stay consistent? This should be on your mind from the day you wake up until the day you go to sleep. That's how committed you have to be. That's how obsessed you have to be. Where you have to master this 3D reality, where you're pushing your foot on the gas pedal. And then you have to allow the 5D experiment, the manifestation, to kind of surprise you. And there has to be that balance of that golden path between activity and manifestation. So what is one thing you can do today? What is one thing, whether it's journaling, meditating, going out to a community that's like-minded, that can help you generate, getting coached, connecting with the divine, reading a book. It could be going out into nature. It could be anything, you guys. And so I just want this to be the reminder of the day that stargaze into your future. And that's a whole different video of how I got that download. To stargaze into your future. Like we stargaze into the stars. Like we stargaze at seeing a shooting star. Stargaze into your future. Because your future awaits you. Your future seeks you. Your future encourages you. It supports you. It sees you. And it's going to develop the leadership qualities that is necessary for you to step into. Because you are a leader. And you are worthy to experience this new life. And so, to kind of summarize and to recap everything, is number 1, get clarity on your why. Remember your why. Number 2, gain information, gain knowledge, watch videos, read books, find role models that's going to help you develop the consistent energy on who you are becoming. And step 3, find ways, find techniques, find tools that's going to help you stay consistent, whether it's changing your physiology, whether it's meditating, whether it's breath work, whether it's journaling, whether it's finding a coach. Find ways, find techniques, find tools that's going to help you stay committed. And your heart's going to know it. Just find out what resonates with you on a soul level and allow that to guide you, allow that to lead you, allow that to inspire you into your North Star, into stargazing into your future. And so, let this be the video of the day. That you stay consistent, that the idea of feeling like giving up evaporates, that it gets roasted out of existence with your divine wisdom. So go out, stay consistent, stay motivated, stay true to yourself, and see where that takes you over time and how it compounds over time. So if you found this video, it is July 2nd, 2026. I believe you have roughly around 7 months until 2027 happens, or whenever you find this video, whether it's years from now, weeks from now, months from now, whatever. You have no idea what you're doing today by you staying consistent with who you're becoming, who it's going to influence in the future. And so choose wisely, my friends. Your future self awaits you.